Good morning, everyone, and thank you for waking up with me on Up with India. Today is Thursday, October 8th, 2020, and here's your morning update. According to reports, the debate between Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris was quieter, clearer, and more disciplined than the presidential debate a week earlier. But despite the calmer tone and the two sheets of plexiglass separating the two, there was tension from both sides of the stage throughout the evening. According to CNBC, the debate was held in Utah before a small socially distanced audience and began with a focus on the coronavirus pandemic, but quickly fanned out to encompass a broad range of issues, including climate change, trade, jobs, and America's posture toward China. While Pence and Harris and moderator Susan Page were the only ones on the stage, President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden, of course, were the biggest targets of the debate. As the debate shifted focus toward economic issues, where Trump polls the highest, Pence offered his sharpest critiques of Biden's policy record. When Harris slammed the Trump administration's trade war with China, the vice president argued that former Vice President Joe Biden never fought it. We are less than 4 weeks remaining until the November 3rd election. In health and science, CNBC reports that Regeneron stock price rose over 4% in pre-market trading Thursday after the committee submitted an emergency use authorization request to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for its COVID-19 antibody treatment. Its Regeneron-CoV-2 monoclonal antibody coronavirus therapy is what President Donald Trump took last week after being diagnosed with COVID-19. He has since described it as a cure, even though there is no such scientific proof. The biotech company published a statement Wednesday noting that if an EUA is granted, the government has committed to making those doses available to the American people at no cost and would be responsible for their distribution. The treatment is now available for about 50,000 patients. Regeneron said that they expect to have doses available for 300,000 patients in total within the next few months. And if Regen-CoV-2 proves safe and effective in clinical trials and regulatory approvals are granted, Regeneron will manufacture and distribute it in the U.S. beyond the initial U.S. government supply, and Roche will develop, manufacture, and distribute it outside of the U.S. In local news, according to WDEL, a Newcastle County police officer was arrested on charges of unlawful sexual contact. Delaware State Police charged 32-year-old Robert Grover with one count of third-degree unlawful sexual contact, which is a misdemeanor. The charge stems from an incident at Dover Downs Hotel and Casino, Saturday, October 3rd, when gaming enforcement agents said they spoke to multiple witnesses of the alleged crime and captured video surveillance. Grover was arraigned and released on his own personal recognizance. He was also ordered to have no contact with the victim or any Delaware casino. Newcastle County Police, who did not identify Grover, first notified the public of the arrest of one of their own Wednesday and noted that he was an 8-year veteran of the force. A spokesman for police said the alleged incident occurred off duty and added that Grover was placed on administrative leave with pay pending an investigation. In more news, law firm Morris James LLP is officially donating $10,000 to the Culture Restoration Project in Wilmington, which they delivered on Wednesday, October 7th. The donation will allow Culture Restoration Project to expand its culture-based enrichment programming to youth and their families in the city of Wilmington. To celebrate and bring further awareness to the organization, there was an official check presentation outside of the Caleb Boggs Federal Building at the western entrance of the Peter Spencer Plaza by the Culture Restoration Sidewalk installation. In sports news, according to WDEL, Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association and Football Committee is making few changes to their postseason format. The committee decided to recommend keeping the automatic bids for the Henlopen North, Henlopen South, Blue Hen Flight A, and Blue Hen Flight B conferences. A strength of schedule component is also in play, as teams would earn a bonus point if their opponent reaches 5 wins, with another point available if they claim a 6th victory. In a normal year, those thresholds are 7 and 9 wins. A discussion of DIAA non-conference school scheduling is on the agenda for Thursday's DIAA Board of Directors meeting, as is an emergency executive session for potential litigation. The Delaware Division of Public Health currently has a 250-person outdoor gathering limit, although events are permitted to apply for an expansion from DPH with an improved plan. The committee also continued their conversation on football face covering rules rules, saying that any attachment to the face guard that is inside the cage would be legal, with anything outside being illegal and a violation of helmet insurance. Splash guards will be permitted to be used, but only if the face covering is also worn. As discussed Tuesday at the Sports Medicine Advisory Committee, any player who touches their mouth guard with their hands would be required to use hand sanitizer before being allowed to continue. That rule is from the Division of Public Health and Social Services. St. George's head coach John Wilson asked DIAA if there could be a consideration for an extra game if teams don't make the tournament. DIAA board president Dr. Bradley Layfield said it would require a change to their regulations. What are your thoughts on today's news? Make sure to comment below, like and share on Facebook and Instagram at WITN22Wilm. And then later this morning, join me for a conversation with Miss Delaware Team USA. Thank you so much for watching Up with India. For more news, updates, and information, make sure to follow us on social media at WITN22Wilm.